Samsung Slim Fit 2022. This is a QN95B 2022 QLED model. It's actually the Slim Fit wall mount from last year, which will carry on this year, be exactly the same. The only thing we don't have inside is the dimensions to suit this TV, which isn't a massive problem because all we have to do is measure where our brackets want to be in relation to the top and sides of the TV, and we're sorted. Okay, so there are the stickers to go over where the mount will fit. So self-adhesive, they'll stick to it. These plates here will attach to the TV, two of them labelled as B. And we should have an A as well somewhere, to A. These are the plates which will attach to the wall, two of, marked E and F. The instruction books, different fixings. I'm fixed into a wood wall. If you're going brick, concrete, breeze block or whatever, use the appropriate fixings for your wall. Spacers, bolt pack, foam padding. So two configurations for these Slim Fit wall mounts. We've either got a 7.5mm gap or a 15mm gap. This one has the one connect lead, so there's only one thin lead going to the TV, so we can easily get away with a 7.5mm gap. If you've got a lot of wires going to your QN90 or QN85 Neo QLED, then maybe the 15mm gap will be more appropriate so the wires aren't pushing the TV away from the wall. Looking at this paperwork, it gives us the parts listed with the relevant letters there. Also dimensions. Some of the TVs last year mounted on the VESA mount holes there. The 8K models mounted on the outsides of the TV there. If you're doing that one, it's good to have a long spirit level as well. Two relevant dimensions we want are the centre line, where we want the centre of the TV, and also from the top of the TV down to the first row of holes. Looking at my bracket here, it's going to tell me from the centre of the TV to this hole, the width I want away from that centre line, and also from the top of the TV down to this first row of holes. One thing I didn't mention on the more in-depth Slim Fit wall mount video is clicking these down. When you first click them down, it feels like you're going to break the thing. So pull down one side first, then the other should go in easier. That's one side in. It might be easier with two here to force that bar into there, but if that bar isn't forced all the way down into that slot, it won't click back like that to the magnet. The TV will be left leaning out, so just move that out again. Once you've clicked it down and removed it, it's so much easier to do it again and again, so the TV will nicely go down on the wall. But first time you do it, you feel like you're going to break the TV doing it, and then you just lift one corner up to remove it. So I'll click it in again, maybe worth doing a couple of times just to make it easier. And again, you can pull down one corner first, and then the other corner, it goes easy into there. To get it out, you just kind of twist it up like so to release. But it's much easier to do it a couple of times while the TV's off the wall than on the wall. So we've got a set of instructions across here and a set of instructions across here. This set down here shows the brackets on the outside of the TV. This setup here shows the brackets on the VESA mounts. Interestingly, you could do either on this TV, wouldn't really make that much difference. We've got the anchor mounts on the outside of this TV, so I'm going to use them. Two configurations there. We've got a 7.5mm gap or 15mm gap and the relevant parts used for each. I'm going for the 7.5mm gap. First thing is mount my stickers. There and there, and all they do is assist the bracket sliding on the back and stop it scratching the back of the TV, because you can move the thing around to level it up. And okay, stickers on. We want parts C2, D, A and K. We want parts A, D and C1. These parts, so it's those bits. One for that side. For this side. D are these square plastic spacers, and if you're not sure on any parts, you can keep referring back to this where it's got those listed contents across the top. D and D, C1, C1, D, that part is B. So spacer drops onto there, screw through the hole, just wind that down, and then we can see it should be able to move freely. And again for this side we have parts A, D and C1, so that onto there, plastic spacer on top and screw through. And again that can slide about freely there. So what we haven't got yet is this dimension sheet for the 2022 TVs, but I can find out the dimensions myself with a tiny bit of work. So I'm going to click my bracket in place. So those parts are the parts that are attached to the wall. I clicked back flat, get them nice and square. I'm thinking about it really, depending on the TV, as long as those VESA mount holes are low enough, say there, you could use this on pretty much any TV. I think you only can't use it on a Q80 because the VESA mount holes are too high and these plates would be shown above the TV. You can find the dimensions out by simply measuring, say, from that slot to that slot there. So edge of the tape measure. So I've got about, I'm going to call it 1034 for the centres. So divided by 2, we've got 517 millimetres. So from the centre of the TV to the middle of that hole there is 517 millimetres. Top of the TV to the centre of that first hole, I'm going to call 60 millimetres. So that line there is top of the TV, and that line there is centre of where I want the TV. 60 mil down to that centre of that row of the top holes. So 500 mil, 517 mil that way to that tape there, and 517 this way to that. Then I like to use a long spirit level. So I'll start there and I can get a central line. So you can see I was miles out where I was guessing there and there. That's a level line, 60 mil down. Join it up with my dot. I've got one there and one there. Small spirit level on top. Look out the appropriate fixing points. So there. Well, I've got a reinforced chipboard and MDF wall, so I can actually just screw straight in if I want. Ignore all that garbage there, that's from previous wall mounts. But I'll probably just do a quick pre-drill and then screw in my wood screws in the appropriate places. When winding in our fixings on the first one, put the small spirit level on the top and just get it level. Like I say, it's not actually massively critical, but it's good practice anyway. Then we can wind the rest of the fixing straight in. So when I've got one up and I'm putting the other one up, I do like to put a spirit level across, so I can just level them up to each other. again now I can just wind the other fixings in. Bro. Okay, so you can see it's clicked all the way in, and that's got to happen, because if that doesn't happen it won't click back flat on those magnets, and you can hear it click. That is pretty much it. Okay, so obviously the one connect cable's still got to go in. If you've got two here, hook it down with two, because you can both look from the side, see where those bars are going. It's a bit hard on your own. If I put the level on top, it's actually level there, amazingly, but you can twist it about if you're not level, just to fine tune the level of the TV. He says. There we go. We can pull the TV forwards, we can also pull it up to plug in, say, our one connect lead. If you've got two either, you can plug the one connect lead in as you're holding it up, ready to put it on the wall. If those bars are pulled all the way down into the slots, it should click back nicely, like that. And again, you want to get it off, you just do that. Side, you see the gap there. Again, it will pull down like so, and click back to those magnets flat.